Hello friends, welcome to this video. So in this video we will look at a simple Python script by which we will be generating a PDF document. Inside that we will be generating a simple form and we will fill that form. It's a student registration form of school where we'll be showing the school logo and then we'll be having a simple title. We will provide these fields right here: first name, age, percentage, gender, profile picture, and we will generate this form filled automatically. So we will be looking at how to do this in Python using a library called as ReportLab. ReportLab, if you don't know, it's a PDF generation library in Python, very famous open source library. If you just write ReportLab, it will simply has its own website as well. So it's a Python library for generating PDFs. So you'll be generating this simple form which will have these fields: first name, age, percentage, gender. So now to get started, first of all, you need to install ReportLab library. So right inside your directory, pip install ReportLab. So this is actually the command that you need to install. So let me just open my zoom it tool so that I can zoom in on particular region. So basically guys, this is actually the command here. You need to pip install ReportLab. This is the actual dependency. I've already installed it. So after you do this, you need to make a simple app.py file in your root directory. And here we need to import some dependencies from ReportLab, lib, page sizes. So first of all, what I will do, I will define a function which will create the actual PDF document. So create student registration form, and it will actually takes three arguments. First argument it's take is the output PDF path, so where you need to create that PDF document. Then the secondly, it takes the logo. So this logo will be coming of the particular school. So this will be present in my root directory, the PNG file, image file. And the third one is the profile picture of the student. This will also be present in my root directory. So we will be providing these three arguments to this function. So in this function, so if you see in my root directory, I have this school logo and the profile picture of a student. So now what we need to do, we need to set up the PDF document. For setting up the PDF document, we will be using the canvas. So this canvas will be coming from ReportLab. So right at the very top, we need to import this from ReportLab PDF gen. From that, we need to import the canvas class. You can see that. From this, we are importing canvas, and here we are using canvas right here. So inside this canvas, this contains a method canvas, and here you need to specify your output PDF path that will be passed. So output PDF path, and here the second argument it takes is the page size, and I will simply choose the A4 size, which is a standard size in PDF document. And then we will simply make two more variables. Width and height of the PDF document will be equal to A4 size. And now we just need to draw the logo of the school at the top. So now to draw the logo at the very top, what we will do, we will use basically this object that we created PDF, and it contains a function in ReportLab, draw image. So if you want to draw image in the PDF document, we use this draw image function. So this takes some arguments. First is takes the logo. Where is the image path? So we are actually getting this in the second argument. So we are simply passing the path here. So it is present in my root directory. And then it takes the second argument is the x coordinate. So whatever is the width of the image, we will divide this by 2 and then minus 50. So this is actually the formula that I calculated already. You just need to copy this, and then the y coordinate. So x coordinate and the y coordinate. So y coordinate will be equal to whatever is the height of the image minus 100. And then it takes the width of the image, which will be equal to 100. and the height is equal to 100. You can just set the width and height to anything. So this is actually the function, guys, draw image. It actually draws the image on the PDF document. It takes 4 arguments: first the logo path, then the x coordinate, y coordinate, width and height. After we do this, I just want to first of all save this PDF document and just show you. So in order to save this, we have the save function. So you'll simply call this save function in ReportLab, and you'll simply print a simple statement on the screen that the PDF saved as whatever is the path which we provided, output PDF path. That's all. So what it will do, basically, when we call this function, so we will simply say output. You will create some variables right here. So output PDF, basically the file name which will be given when the file will be generated. So let me call this as student marksheet.pdf, and then the we need to also provide the logo image of the school. So it is already present in my root directory, logo.png. If you see this file, we will provide this, and also the profile picture of the student. So you will be creating a variable profile picture. So it is present in the root directory profile.jpg. So now we call this function create student, this function that we create. So we'll simply call this. So inside this function, we need to pass the output PDF, the logo image, and the profile picture. So here we are simply calling this function create student registration form. This is a function. So we are simply calling this. So if you now run this file now, if you see python app.py, you will actually see it is saying to us that A4 is not defined. Sorry, we do need to import this A4 as well from ReportLab. So right at the very top, we do need to import this size as well. So from reportlab.lib.page sizes, from that we need to import the page size which is A4. You can see that. So now if you run this, you will see PDF saved as student marksheet. So if you see, there is this student marksheet PDF file has been generated, and if you open this, you will actually see this school logo being added at the very top. So this is a logo of the school which is added. Now we need to actually add the mark sheet as well, all the fields, form fields. So after this logo, so what we need to do after this, we now need to add the title. So for adding the title, we will once again use, first of all, set the font by using the set font function. So here we will set the font Helvetica bold. You can set any font of your choice. So the font size will be 16, and then we will be draw the text. So now to draw the set text in the center position, we will use this function draw centered string, and this function takes 2 arguments. First is the width of the text, width divided by 2, and the height minus 130. So whatever the text that you want to give in the third argument. So I will simply say student registration form. So you will see we are using this function right here, draw centered string. So it will add this text. So if you run this script once again, you will actually see your title is added, student registration form. Now after this, we now need to add the form fields, which will be the first name, age, gender, and percentage. So for adding those fields, we will declare a array here, form labels. So in this array, we will provide the fields right here, which is first name, and we will provide the value here. So sample value John Williamson, and then the second one is you can change these values accordingly, and then the age, it's a numeric value, so it will be in 20. So in this way you will add all these percentage then. So the percentage will come out to be again a numeric value 85%. So we added these three fields, first name, age and percentage, and now we need to calculate the y position of these. So we will create a y position variable. So whatever is the height, we will subtract 180 from it, and then after that we need to add these labels. So we will use a for loop for label data in form labels. So whatever is basically the data right here, this data that we are talking about, we are adding it using for loop. You can see that. And for each entry, we need to use the draw string method. And here you need to provide the x coordinate, which is 100, and the y position that we calculated, we will replace it, and then the actual label that we need to add, and secondly the actual value as well. So again we'll use the drawString function. The x coordinate will change to 200, the y position will still remain the same, and the actual data that is present. So this is actually the label and this is the data. So if you refresh now, you will see that invalid syntax, I think, let me see. Okay, colon is not required, it is comma. Sorry. Here just replace comma here, not colon. So if you refresh it, you will actually see these entries are overloaded. You can see that it is not looking good. We need to have some space in between these form fields. So now for the spacing, we need to add one more line. After this, we need to draw a vertical line. So we can do this inside ReportLab using the line function. And here we need to provide the first coordinate to be x coordinate 200, and the y position we already know. So y position subtract -2, and then the width of the line 400. Again the y position is the same. This is just some mathematics, guys. We already calculated these, so you can copy this, and then we will need to subtract the y position every time by 30. So if you just refresh now and see your things, you will see that first name, age, percentage, and in vertical line we basically put these entries: John Williamson, age 20, percentage 85%. So in this way you can add your entries. So just you need to put colon here. So after we add this, we also need to add the gender ratio field. So for adding that gender, we will need to add the radio button. For that we will have two choices, either male or female. For doing this, we will again use the drawString function. So you'll simply say x coordinate 100, y position we already know, so whatever is the gender. So now for the gender, we will basically have two choices. Again we'll use a drawString function. X coordinate will be 200, y position we already know, and the first choice will be male. And here we'll, in order to use a radio button, we need to draw a circle right here. So we'll use the circle method inside ReportLab to draw a circle. X coordinate will be 240, and y position is the same. We'll basically add 3 to it, and 5 stroke of the circle will be 1, and the fill is equal to 0. So fill 0 means that the circle is filled. So by default male will be selected, so we'll put the fill entry to be 0. Similarly, we'll be having the second entry, which is female, so we'll be adding again drawString function. X coordinate here will be changing to 255, Y position will be the same, and it will change to female. Again, we'll be using the circle method. This time the fill value will be 1 because it will not be filled, so fill is equal to 1. So this X coordinate will change to 3 110, and Y position we need to add 3 to it. All the rest of the things will remain the same. So we also need to subtract Y position minus is equal to 30. So if you make this change, refresh, you will see your entry added male 30, female. All the source code that I use guys in this video is given in the description. You can up till now we have done this. Let me just, I think some typo mistake has happened. Let me just paste it. Okay. This is for the gender field. Okay. This is for the gender field. This will be outside of this. So if you refresh it, so it will now look something like this. You'll see that this is the logo, this is the title, then we have these 3 fields: first name, age, percentage, then we have the gender here. By default, if you want to select male, so you need to put the fill property to here 1 and the female to be 0. So now if you refresh, male will be selected, you will see that. So these are the radio buttons. Now coming back to the profile picture. Now to show the profile picture which we have already in the file system, we will use the again drawString function. X coordinate is 100, Y position is the same. We will subtract it 20 and we will simply say profile picture. So now to draw the image, we'll use the draw image function, and here we need to provide the path here which we passed, profile picture path. X coordinate is 200, Y is equal to the Y position that we have, and we need to subtract it minus 80 here, and the width of the image will be 100 and the height will also be 100. So if you refresh now, your image will also get added. You can see that. So this is your profile picture which is added. You can just see we have added all the things. And now if you want to add a footer line right at the bottom, we can simply add the footer line by using set stroke color. We will set the stroke colors to be black, and then we'll just draw a simple vertical line at the very bottom to signify that there is the end of the document. So at the very last, if you see, we have drawn a simple footer line at the bottom. So this is actually your document, guys. Here you can change the values accordingly, whatever values that you want to change. Let's suppose I change this from John Williamson to Gautam. Age, let me change to 27. Percentage 90. So in this way you can generate unlimited number of records for the document. You can see the names have been changed. So if I show you this Marksheet which is generated, So in this way you can easily generate PDF documents which contains form fields inside ReportLab in Python. You can change these values accordingly. Profile picture, you can change it. All these records, you can change it. The logo of the school logo, you can replace your own logo. In this way, you can make any sort of form inside ReportLab. The full source code is given, guys, in the description. You can check out that. And if you still face any problem, you can comment on this video. Please hit that like button, subscribe the channel as well. And do check out my website as well, freemediatools.com, which contains free tools regarding video, image, and audio. So do check this website as well. And I will be seeing you in the next video.